Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the word of the day. Today, I want to spotlight Philippians chapter 4, verse number 8 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Well, as we begin today and continue in the theme on purity, today I want to use for a thought and theme guarding the mind. We find here in this passage, Philippians 4:8, where the Apostle Paul has just begun to share with us why in the two prior verses we shouldn't be anxious for anything, but to pray about everything. And when we do, God guards our hearts and minds through Christ Jesus that gives us peace, paraphrasing the last part. That being said, in order for us to remain in a perpetual place of peace, we must protect our purity. In other words, the fight for purity or the protection for purity, it begins in the thought life. As believers who are disciples, who are being developed so that we don't just discover and deploy gifts, but we are determined to remain steadfast and unmovable in our walk and live lives that are pure, we must protect our thought life. We must be mature so that we begin to allow ourselves to take control of our thought lives and be responsible stewards of not just our time, talents, and our treasure, but of our thoughts, so that we take captive thoughts and make them subject to Christ and the Word. So today, I want to challenge you to join me in guarding the mind. Don't let your mind run wild. You can't help a thought that starts, but you and I can certainly help it from staying in our minds when we consider purity of thought and mind.